All right. Welcome back to the old realms. Yeah, I don't have any. Don't have any green screen at the moment, so it's a bit. My head's going to be in the way a little bit, but hopefully that's not too bad down there. Like maybe I should make it smaller. Yeah, no, something like that. Yeah, so we're gonna play a Mus Knight. So this, yeah, by the way, this is yeah, Old Realms, which is a Warhammer mod for Bannerlord. Highly recommend it. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out in the workshop called Old Realms. Yeah, I was playing the Dwarfs yesterday, playing the Ironbreaker, really cool class. I'd say the Runesmith is probably even cooler class, but I like the Ironbreaker as well. But it's already down quite low. I don't know why it was up so good. But yeah, yeah, hopefully that's a bit better now. Yeah, so Mousillon Knight is basically a knight, like kind of like the evil version of the Bretonnian Knight. Probably a bit more DPS focused and a bit more army focused, whereas the Bretonnian Knight's more of a champions kind of focus. But yeah, but I wanted to subvert the whole Mousillon Knight thing a little bit and recreate our Huntress from the previous update. So basically the deal is she's a Mousillon noblewoman who likes hunting for sport, and but also she likes hunting humans and other sentient creatures, and she has an entourage of vampires that are basically her bodyguards, but she controls them through her sorcery or something. Yeah, basically the deal is so instead of being a normal Mousillon Knight, which would be a lancer, we're going to be a horse archer. So I think I've got a... Is this her? Yeah, I think that's sort of her. This game called War in the Mountains? No, this game's called Bannerlord, Sumo King. I'm playing a mod that's called War in the Mountains. I don't know. She looks... Normally I use detailed character created to make her like super buff. We should make her quite extra short because she's a girl. She's just a girl. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Very nice. Yeah, it's called it's for Bannerlord, but it's called yeah, called War in the Mountains. I feel like her face is different in this. She's a bit what about if we go Valkyr instead? Oh yeah, this is more like it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But we go black hair. Lose the scars. Yeah, she's gonna be a noblewoman. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. It's gonna look like she's someone who's in charge of vampires, a bit paler. Alright, cool. Maybe I'll make it a little bit taller. A little bit taller than the average. Because I'm usually always make them really buff with like massive shoulders and stuff. So it's like she looks kind of weird because she looks more like just a normal human. But that's fine, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Can't get too neurotic about our body image. Mousillon Chasseresse. Mousillon Huntress. I think I called their clan the Venator or something like that last time. Kind of like the Italian for Huntress. Okay, so one thing we want to do, but I've noted that name suggestion. Does sound pretty good. Just look up the Bannerlord guide. Sorry, I'm just grabbing this manual. There we go. This is the old Realms FAQ. Let's bring it a second. So yeah, the reason we want to check this out is to see what stats that we need to focus on. Mercy, I just want to say vampires don't use ranged weapons. Says whom? Says whom? Are you talking about in tabletop? Alright, so we're just going to check out the career perks. So vampire counts Mousillon, alright. So you can play as a vampire, which we'll have to check out the new vampire, or check out the updated vampire soon, at some point. But, the Knight of Mousillon. So this is the career we want to play. So basically when I can create a character, I'm checking out the stats. So basically we've got a ability called Knightly Charge, which gives us plus 20% movement speed and a 20% chance for couched lance strikes, couch lance to not reset after a hit. So normally you couch your lance, you do massive damage when you charge somebody with a couch lance, and then your lance pops up again and goes uncouched, and then you have to wait for a little while before you can recouch it again. Yeah, so then when you get high enough in riding, you can, and polearm, I think you can make it so there's a chance for it to stay couched. And this basically gives you even more of a chance for it to stay couched. So that all stacks together to mean that you can just lance through multiple people and potentially and just have it stay couched. So that's kind of what the Bretonnian Knight and the Mousillon Knight is all about, just lancing through people and riding around, you know. But the secondary abilities on their thing mean that they actually work quite well as like heavy infantry and a squad of infantry heroes, or, you know, in this case you can kind of make them work as a horse archer as well. They don't really add that much to being a horse archer, but just the Mousillon Knight is just a kind of a tough class just for general toughness. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, so basically riding is the default thing, which gives you 0.1 chance to, so basically the main thing is your lance not staying couched, but for my playthrough, I don't give a shit about the lance staying couched, right? So riding gives you extra 0.1% chance. Don't care about riding. Don't care about the lance staying couched. Knightly Charge scales with one-handed. Again, so that means when it says scaled, that means it adds another % chance for your lance to stay couched. It's like, cool, don't care about that. Don't care about one-handed. Scales with polearm, don't care about scaling. It does give you another 20 speed though. On top of the 20 speed, it already gives you those 40 speed. It's pretty cool. Knightly Charge has 20% physical resistance. Nice. No, not based on any ability. Knightly Charge duration scales with polearm and riding. Okay, so that's important. We need polearm and riding so we can have the maximum duration of our special ability. At the moment, all it does is gives us more couch lance couching, which we don't give a shit about. But yeah, later on we will. Duration shorter, scales with roguery. Again, scales with roguery. That's talking about the 0.1 chance for it to stay couched. Don't give a shit about that, so don't care about roguery. and gives regeneration. You don't need roguery, it just gives you regeneration anyway. So this is, so now we're getting into it, right? So we can regenerate our health, and the duration is based on polearm and riding. Extra magic damage. Also scales with leadership, don't give a shit about the scaling, and applies to companions with 5-minute radius. So basically, we don't have to worry about, so there's basically no stats that we care about apart from riding and polearm. That's the only two things that affect it. Affect the duration. Yeah, the duration's the only thing we care about. But I mean, maybe we will do some lancing because it kind of fits in with the Huntress's vibe. She uses bow and lance, perhaps, you know. But yeah, I kind of feel like we should go for two-hander for the armor penetration. Two-handed plus bow is nice because the bow doesn't maybe have that much armor penetration, and the yeah, the two-handed gives you more penetration, so it's kind of nice. But we also need lance as well, so yeah. So what traits are we going to go for? What stats are we going to go for? So we kind of want lance and riding. So that would be endurance and vigor. Our main damage dealing is going to be, hopefully, if it works, that's one of the main things I want to test is how good the vampire magic is. So a pretty cheesy thing that you could do in the previous update was just get a heap of vampire companions and then just wreck shop. We're playing Mousillon, we're playing Evil Bretonia, and just wreck shop with your vampire companions magic. So yeah, so they nerfed that probably quite heavily. So I want to see if it still is good or not. So what we could do is go for social 5, just so we can get 2 extra companions, just to have as many companions as possible. That could be pretty good. Discipline we don't need at all. Complete dump stat. We don't use faith at all. We can't use spellcraft. Yeah, we can't use guns. So yeah, faith is a complete dump stat. We don't need to worry about it at all. Yeah, medicine, I don't know, medicine's cool and everything, but I feel like the Huntress, it's, you know, it's too much of a nerd skill for her, you know. She wouldn't worry about that nerd stuff. She has wizened old men locked in cages to do that sort of stuff for her. Old Realms, yeah, that's right. Old Realms is a mod, Warhammer mod for Bannerlord. Yeah, scouting is good, but I feel like she has scouts to do that for her. She doesn't do the scouting herself. She has like beaters and stuff to organize her her hunts. She just wants to focus on the hunting. So yeah, so we want to have archery, high archery, so we can nail people with our bow. I always want to have high endurance. Yeah, maybe we go endurance. Yeah, I'm going to put no points in vigor. We'll get the 2 free points from smithing and athletics, so we can have 4 vigor, and then we can use that to get polearm up to pretty high. 4 vigor should get us up to 220 polearm or something like that, so that'll give us some more duration. Yeah, we'll go 10 endurance, so we get 330 riding, so that's pretty good. And then we'll go 5 social. Yeah, 5 social, so we can get 2 extra companions. I reckon that's the go. Javelin and lance would be pretty sick. I might go for a little bit of javelin just to get the basic skills. But yeah, I think that's probably about it. So we'll go with yeah, we'll go. Bannerlord's such a comfy stream game. Yeah, I find it when I'm tired and stuff like that, I really like streaming it because it's kind of just chill time, you know. So yeah, so basically we're going for, well, I don't know, we're probably going to have more stat points than that eventually. Well, fairly rapidly, actually. We're probably going to level up super fast, though, I'm guessing. But yeah, if we have 5 social, that's 3 points there. Endurance, 8. That's another 6 points there. And that's, yeah, we're probably going to get another 4 or 5 more stats on top of that, I would think. So we could spread them around some other places. We could go, actually, if we're going to go 5 social, we could get pretty high trade. We could go for like a full trade, like max trade type thing. Or we could put, hey, Crucial End. Long time since I catch the stream. Hope you're doing well. I shall enjoy this with a few beers. Oh, that's awesome, man. Thanks, Crucial. Appreciate you. I'm not doing renames today. I'm just playing vanilla. But yeah, I appreciate your money. I don't know, and your message. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So I'm starting to get a bit tired now. So yeah, I'm a bit zonked. But I'm glad you could join us. Frog wife? What? Alright, anyway, so cunning, no. Peat farmer and frog wife. Yeah, frog wife sounds good. One-handed, no, I kind of want two-handed. Throwing's okay. Steward's, no, I don't really want steward. I don't really want any of that shit. Bog smuggler. Bog smuggler sounds weird. Social and trade, yep, want both of those. Two-handed, I want that. Bit of roguery never hurt. Yeah, I might go bog smuggler, actually. Does it sound weird to you every time you say bog smuggler? Oh, Mousillon nobility. Polearm, yep. Riding, yep. Leadership, yep. Don't really need steward. Oh, actually, no, we do want steward. Okay, that's perfect. And roleplay wise, Mousillon nobility fits in well as well. All right, now Mousillon courtier would be even more social, more riding, charm, yep, all that's good. 2 points, yeah, that's perfect actually. All right, cool, yep. We're just gonna go early social. Okay, and then we could be a vampire of Mousillon. But we're gonna be a Mousillon Knight Errant. The Knight Errant is actually one of the fastest classes to get roll. Well, actually, no. They used to be one of the fastest classes to get rolling, but I'm not sure if they still are, actually. Actually. We might be so last time we used like an archery type thing like this. But maybe we could go for like a Warhammer specific, like a Bretonnian. I'd say either a Bretonnian or a vampire. Did the head dry out and shrink as a vampire? Yeah, apparently. Bit rough. Maybe like a rose could be cool. Red rose on a black background. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty sexy. Some thorns. We get a rose and sickle. I feel like that's a little bit too over the top. Love the open mouth bat head. Which? This one? Oh, this one. Yeah, so we could just go for something like this, kind of, you know, hunting themed. She's basically like an evil huntress. An evil huntress, like an arrogant noblewoman who's kind of inhuman. Has no, she's basically a sociopath who just has no, like, you know, empathy for other living creatures. The rose and sickle is symbol of Moor, who is anti-vampire. Oh, that's weird. Why is it in the middle of the vampire area? Or maybe it's part of the Empire area. Yeah, I don't know. All right, cool. I did like Day Venator. What was your suggestion? It sounded pretty nice actually. Merciel Chasseras, the Huntress. Should I make it like Day Chasseras? Because she's like, no, that's not Day Crucial. No, didn't work. I can't do it. I'm trying to cut and paste out of chat, but it's not picking it up. So what does chasseresse mean, huntress in French? The crucial end, yeah. Getting drunk, I forgot I scrolled up. Anyways, yeah, okay, the chasseresse, the huntress, that sounds pretty good. And what's my name? Mousillon. Mousillon. Clan de Chasseresse. The clan of the Huntress. She basically owns all of her serfs. So that's why everyone's the Huntress. Of the Huntress. The frog wife. Alright. So you're gonna get Iron Man, Bannerlord. And so yeah, so the idea of this campaign is that it should, I'm hoping it's gonna be like just pretty like overpowered and just, you know, ridiculous. And we just kind of smash everyone. Basically. And and also just be, we're just gonna be like, the whole point of it is for her to have sport. For her to just ride around shooting stuff and, you know, enjoying the sport. And her knights are just there to protect her so that she can hunt, basically. That's the plan. So, step one. Obviously, we need heaps of cash. We're not going to get around in these rags that we started off with. Mousillon de Chasseresse is actually a good name. Yeah, it's a really good name. Thanks, Ava. Ava's our main name provider. I'll get some good names from other people too. But I'd say like Ava probably holds up about 50% of the total name providing. It's a big name contributor. Castle Mousillon. So this is our clan. So one thing to make it a bit of a challenge, I guess, is that we want to make Mousillon, you know, kind of win. I'm not like super. Like our primary goal is to just selfishly enjoy, you know, killing people with our bow for fun. But our secondary objective is that we want to, you know, help. We want to fight for Mousillon because Mousillon is basically our nation. You know, we're not like particularly the most nationalistic character. Our character is mainly concerned with like drinking wine and like shooting people while riding around the forest at full speed, laughing. That's basically her deal. But in order to kind of like win the game, eventually we want to try to make Mousillon, you know, not get wiped out and hopefully win. So we start off with a fair bit of decent stuff. See if we can I don't think we can pray because we are maneuvering or charging. Charging could be good. Just run people over with our horse. All right, 50% mount. Usually this one's the one. Usually this one's the one I skip. But that actually extra 20% speed actually sounds pretty hot. Maybe we can skip something different this time. 10% physical melee damage, we could probably skip that. Range damage from Mousillon, yeah, don't care about that, don't care about that. 30 hit points, the 30 hit points is pretty hard to go past though, isn't it? Melee kills grant roguery experience. Yeah, that's good because it just helps you level up. Even if you're not even wanting to level up roguery, that's good for just getting more experience. Just character experience, level up your character. Alright, make some pole arms. We can't refine that. Okay, we don't have enough stamina. The Moose, you like the Mousillon model, this one? Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I wonder if there's any extra not careers. I wonder if there's any extra companions for Mousillon. I think there's a bit of a dearth of wood here. We might need to go somewhere else where they've got more wood. We also need to go up to the Vampire Lands and find some bows. Actually, let's check out the Castile the Smuggler. Nice. Oh yeah, there's gonna be so many more. There's gonna be so many more companions. Might be hard to find our vampires that we want. I'll just check this Shrine of Shelia, just double check. I'm pretty sure we can't right here. No. We can defile it. The dark energy if we want. Yeah, I think we're going to get Sylvania. Sylvania's got good bows for us to start, like good starter bows for us to try out. Actually, let's go to the Wood Elf lands and do some bow competitions. That way we can get our bow skill up without even having a bow. And we might make some money as well. Sylvania's Kazate, yeah, we can get some nice cheap bows from there. Although if we can get our bow up to 50 doing tournaments, we might be able to just go straight onto Wood Elf bows, which are the best ones. Going for a ride. As a noblewoman, she insisted on being taught the martial skills of a knight. She was, you know, insistent that she was just as powerful a warrior as any man. So she learnt all of the skills of a knight, and then she promptly just got bored with being a knight and just gave up on all of her knightly responsibilities. So now she's just a good fighter, but she just doesn't have any chivalry or do anything nice for people. No, there's no arena on at the moment. We got any wood? No. This place is a dump. It's full of elves. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the feast halls of the War Ants. I like some of the new banners, look really good. One thing I don't like about playing vampires in Mousillon is how you can't pray at the shrines. I really like, I don't know, just I'm so used to trying to pray as much as I can every time my blessings wear off. And yeah, we don't have any blessings as well. Follower of Nagash. It'd be cool if there was a shrine of Nagash and we could pray there. Oh yeah, new spell singer appearance. It's a nice face. Pretty cool. Different clothes to the old spell singer outfit. If you remember seeing the old one, it just looked. The old one was like just really plain and nothing special. No other new outfits. I think just the spell singer is the only new one. To be fair, Bretonnian knights are not that good. They're just basically only treating nobles and other knights well. Everyone else is just trash to be used and spent. Yeah, no, that's a fair call. But I didn't really. I more meant she's like undergone the training of a warrior as of a knight, but she just completely rejected all of the responsibility side, like feudal loyalty to your lord. Pff, I ain't got time for that. I'm going hunting and drinking wine. You know, that's where she's at. She doesn't like, so she's trained as a knight, but she doesn't act like a knight. She doesn't do any of the knightly things. She's just more like just a spoilt noblewoman with very little respect for human life. That's basically her jam. Yeah, but I'm saying she's not. It's not even about like. It's not regardless. I mean, she's kind of evil and everything. But even if she wasn't evil, like it's not even about that. It's just about like her not being a knight. Like she's trained to be a soldier, but she's as if she would ever be a soldier. You know what I mean? She's not a soldier. She's the countess. You know, she has peons to do that shit for her. She was like, "Daddy, I want to learn to be a knight. I'm bored with being a knight now." That's her vibe. Where's the tournaments at? I wanted to shoot archery with these lame wood elf dickheads. Show them up with my superior archery skills. All right. Well, it looks like there's no archery tournaments on at the moment in Wood Elf Land. I should have talked to the to the arena master. Found out where the nearest one was. I'll check this one more. I'll check one more town and then we'll. Well, at least they got some wood. All right. Town. I don't want a spear in town. Actually, we could just smelt that. We could smelt the lances down. I kind of want to keep the lance so I can, stab people with it. How much is this armor worth? 1,200. Yeah, well, that's getting sold. Okay. We buy just some rags. Oh, this bronze breastplate's nice. Weight 10, 42. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a bit peasanty. It's not lordly tartan. That's cute. Too expensive though. Oh Jesus! Fuck it. Should just go. Yes. Oh wait up. What about this? No, fuck it. Should just go naked. I'm not gonna wear this peasant clothes. Alright. Got a fair bit of cash now. Waxed bearskin shoulders, that's not bad. Yeah, we'll just like stay here until there is a tournament. Just wait until the tournament starts. Yeah, with the in the previous update, the Bretonnian Knight could start off with enough money to just immediately buy a Bretonnian Knight companion, which is pretty cool. But and yeah, but even if we could get a Bretonnian Knight companion, you can't like sell their gear to get enough money to buy a new one, like you used to be able to. All right, let's see if we smelt this lance. Does that unlock a bunch of cool stuff? Oh, here we go. Don't need ingots anymore. That's very good. Chaos Steeds. I wish we could get Chaos Steeds. No, it's got Chaos Steeds. Oh, actually, yeah, we could temporarily join Chaos, and then try and get a bunch of Chaos Knights, and then have enough medicine to steal their horses. That could be kind of cool. I'd love to get a Chaos Steed for her. That'd be the most prestige mount for her to get. Excuse me. So I was thinking about going like 5 trade. Be kind of cool. We can eventually just like buy castles and stuff potentially. Level up. So yeah, I want to get really high fast riding skill. Can you buy and sell mounts? Yeah, you can buy and sell mounts, yeah. Yeah, well actually that's interesting. I wonder if you can make good money from... Actually, yeah, you can make good money. And I wonder if it might be a good idea to get high medicine. Maybe we should, yeah, or maybe we should get a medic. But yeah, because if we can salvage the horses, it's actually kind of good, because if you have like a full army of knights, and the knights are constantly dying, right? And then you constantly reclaiming their horses, and the horses are worth more than the knights are worth, you know? So it's kind of like a pretty good moneymaker if we get 125 medicine, or we have a, I don't think you have to do it personally. I think you can just have a doctor that does it. Yeah, yeah, a variable chance to recover a mount from lost cavalry after battles. So yeah, I wonder if they changed that to make it make it harder to get the good mounts. You can try that out as well. That's not many tournaments happening. Doesn't seem like. Get us some beer. was wondering if that campaign would have a matching Bannerlord campaign, like playing as a Necromancer. Like a Kimler character. Or as like a Chaos Blood Knight. Yes, they nerfed the value of blacksmithing weapons quite a bit, but they made it so that trade scales up the sell price a lot. So basically, you can overcome it without having lots of trade skill. A vampire campaign, yeah. Well, we kind of are. We're playing as a Mousillon Knight, but we're going to have vampire companions. Is the plan. That's quick. Yeah, sometimes last game I think I got the billhook absolutely last. There's the warboars, wolves, demigryphs, and skeleton horses in the game too. Yeah, I don't think any of those are appropriate for our Huntress. Maybe a demigryph, I guess. Actually, yeah, demigryph would be pretty appropriate for her, wouldn't it? But I think the dark, the chaos horses would be the best, like the coolest. A demigryph's fast and maneuverable as well. Have you dismissed your army? The waiting must be expensive. I just have, yeah, I don't have an army, yeah. A boar would be cool. Like, you want the Lady de Chasserie to, like, ride on a pig? How dare you? I'll have you whipped! Got the mod yesterday. I've been playing as a dwarf engineer. Met some traveling merchants, seen their good stuff. Right now I'm collecting arcane scrolls and warpstone dust from cultists. Next time he shows up, I'm ready to trade it for some expensive gear or weapons. Nice. Oh yeah, so billhooks make a bit of money, and they unlock stuff a lot faster than those wooden poles that we were using. Are all Mousillon Knights able to get skeletons after the fight, or is it just the vampire ones? I think you have to have a vampire in your party to do it. I think if you don't have a vampire in your party, you maybe don't get the skeletons, but I'm not sure. We can test it out soon. Yeah, I think you have to have a vampire or necromancer to get dark energy after a fight. But yeah. I'm not sure if there's any skills that we want to actually learn as a Mousillon Knight. But might be worth checking that out later on as well. You need a dark magic caster, vampire, or necro to get the skeletons. I know that you need them to get dark energy as well, I think. But yeah. Or you get more dark energy when you've got one or something. I think they've got a perk about it as well. Alright, so can we do the money rake yet? Maybe nearly. Oh, yeah, this one's not quite it, but it's close enough. All hail the army of Black Grail Knights. I don't know if we're going to go for Black Grail Knights straight away, but we're just going to have normal knights. Just the regular knights. Yeah, I wonder. I'm sort of thinking. I wonder if we can learn leadership. With if we hire on. Does anyone remember? Actually, I might remember. I mean, I'm not remember. I might know. Wizard damsel. Mousillon Knight. One-handed charm, riding, polearm, roguery. Fuck, those are shit. They're all is useless. Oh, that sucked. So yeah, there's nothing basic. I mean, I guess charm. We could. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's even worth it though. Okay, this is the money maker. Should get these are worth about 600 each. Not that great, but it's alright to get started. And you can see we're getting a lot of smithing XP at the same time. Where's this tournament happening? I wanted to shoot some bow. Yeah, I don't really like this outfit. I need to get some fancier clothes. I'll steal one of these vampires gear once we I'll probably steal some vampire gear at some point. Alright. It's getting some we're getting there. Yeah, so I just go like I'll go like sword, lance, and bow. Or maybe just lance and bow. Like that's pretty appropriate. I don't really enjoy lance that much though most of the time. I prefer... Yeah, actually no, we only get two-hander and bow, yeah. Yeah, two-hander and bow is the way it's at. You maybe use lance occasionally. And we want to have like super fast riding so we can just zip around on a horse. With mega speeds. You always use a glaive instead of a lance? Yeah. Yeah, but I want the two-hander so we can get the perk for 25% armor penetration. I feel like that's quite valuable on when you're an archer. I wonder if they nerfed the bow of Kurnos. Oh shit, I just realized do we need a can vampires do enchanting? Or do we need like a necromancer to do it? And does a necromancer have different enchanting recipes than a vampire? We might need a necromancer in our party to give us cool enchantment recipes. $9,000. Yeah, I think we need 20,000. Actually, I might just go for trade before. I won't go for my first companion first. I'll go for trade first, I reckon. I'm going to go straight for 5 social. So we can get that trade up quick. And yeah, we'll save up 25. Lance feels more fun than two-hander. On horse it does. When you're on foot it doesn't feel very fucking good. Unless you mean a glaive. Glaive's not too bad. But yeah, like I said, I primarily want to be an archer, and I want to level up to two-hander so I can get the penetration. We're gonna use lance as well. Yeah, I'll probably go sword. I don't know. I'll probably alternate. I don't know. Basically, I'm gonna have two-handed sword, lance, bow, and arrows, and sometimes I'll drop either the sword or the lance to get an extra pack of arrows, or sometimes I'll just go for 3 packs of arrows. Yeah, glaive and bow on horseback would be better. Yeah, and two-hander on foot, I reckon. Although there is a really short polearm recipe that's really good. Does like 180 damage. It's super fast, which is probably, you know, even better than two-hander. We're on foot. Some more wood. There we go. Getting there, slowly but surely. We're gonna need another coffee. We're gonna be up. We're gonna have trouble sleeping if I have another coffee, but at the same time, I like coffee. I wonder if we can hire a dwarf or something. Alright, so we get plus melee kills give roguery XP, plus 1 and 2-handed for all our knights, plus 20% speed. That's pretty good. We can zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I need to get up to I need to get up to Vampire Lands. I was hoping to do some archery competitions, but it's fucking not happening. Where do you reckon the best places to set up a workshop is? Because I'm having all sorts of trouble making my workshops make money. But like some campaigns I've had where all my workshops were making money fine. They're all just pumping out money the whole time. And then, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to know when they're going to just not make money or when they are. Yeah, like we had a few theories about maybe it's supply and demand. Maybe if you like craft a lot of weapons in the town, then that makes your blacksmith not sell as much because, you know, yeah, I don't know. Nah, so what I'm doing with the trade is you get trade XP from workshops and stuff, but you get, it seems like you get the trade XP based on how much profit that your workshop makes. So if you get like a blacksmith shop, oh actually I haven't really tried it with, I wonder if it works with other ones as well. Basically you get a blacksmith shop and then you fill it up with ingots, and then so that means it doesn't have any materials costs. So when the workshop sells the weapons and tools and stuff, it basically makes huge profits. So your trade skill just flies up. And yeah, so I think that blacksmith is the fastest. when you put it with ingots, but I haven't really experimented that much, so I don't know. I guess maybe, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm saying you don't like yeah, like that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm doing something else. We're doing something different here. The lady Mousillon doesn't do anything as pedestrian as normal trading. That would be beneath her. So yeah, where should I set up my first trade place? It's not a theory. Too much weaponry will lower demand in a town, meaning the cost of production potentially be bigger than the profit, so workshops stop producing until the market clears. Okay. It's interesting though, because if you sell a heap of weapons into a town, it doesn't reduce the cost of the weapons. Like, there's no supply and demand effect on price. But there might be on, you know, availability or, you know, whatever, like on that aspect of it. But yeah, I can sell 1,000 rakes to this town and the rakes will still be the same price and all of the other shit in there will still be the same price. It doesn't affect, you know what I mean? There's no supply and demand effect on the cost. But yeah, they may stop producing if there's too much materials, but it doesn't really make any sense because, you know, towns always have shitloads of weapons in there. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's not like their weapons ever run out. It's not like you ever go to a town and there's no weapons to buy. They always have weapons, even if there's no blacksmith there. So it kind of doesn't really make sense to me that, like, yeah, it's kind of doesn't really make sense to me that putting a heap of weapons in there would stop your blacksmith from working. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, like, and the other thing that makes me doubt that is because, like, plenty of other times I've built heaps of fucking blacksmiths everywhere and they've all made money and I've gotten shitloads of experience. It's only recently in old realms that I've had that problem. And only sometimes. Some campaigns I've been totally fine. And yeah, and also last campaign when I was playing the dwarf, I was careful to never smith in the towns where I had my blacksmiths, and they still shut off and stopped working anyway. So I don't know. Yeah, it's, yeah. I don't know. It requires further sciencing. Yeah, we need to save up about 25,000 or whatever so we can buy a You've had it in vanilla where you flooded your towns with stuff. Yeah, but the thing is, I reckon I've had towns where I flooded with stuff and it still worked, and I've definitely have towns where I didn't make anything and it still shut off. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying, like, what I've seen doesn't support that hypothesis. It doesn't rule it out, but it doesn't support it either. You know what I mean? So that's why I was not sure about that conclusion. All right, well, I think I'm sick of this town now. We'll go somewhere else where we can set up our blacksmith in peace. Where's all the weight from? Oh, the charcoal. If you hover over the halted sign, it should say why. Oh, really? I thought that I'd seen a reason thing somewhere, but when I couldn't find it when I was, yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks. Well, I will pay attention to that. So maybe I need to, like, go to all the nearby towns and destroy their smithies to make sure that there's, like, you know, no one else, you know, there's no materials, so my smithy will be going crazy. Feeling a strong desire to lance some peasants in the face. Oh, here we go. The tournament. Oh. Alright, let's totally normal desire, indeed. Alright, let's bet big. Oh, why can't I bet? Oh, I have to wait till it's my turn. There we go. Maximum wager. Let's go. Oh shit, it's changed. Oh, there's a limit to how far away you can go now. Because they figured out you, they figured out the scam with the distance thing. Got 11 points there. Shit. Oh shit, missed. Oh, are we gonna lose? These tournaments got a lot harder. Crap. Oh well. I just lost my 600 gold. Well, fuck you guys. That used to be very easy and reliable. You could just win it all the time. But yeah, now I think we have to actually be a good archer to be able to win it. Hey. Well, that sucks. The Huntress doesn't like things that are hard. She likes when she wins everything automatically. Oh, you couldn't back up. They built a cage around the area so you can't back up anymore. They're onto us. They're onto our scams. Yeah, you're locked inside a cage now so you can't move. Can't move too far away. You gotta just be really good at shooting that spin aroundy thing. I think they watched you too much. Yeah. Yeah, they might have watched me too much. Might have watched all my scams. I'll read the marchand. Well, indeed. We need a pack horse. Oh well, never mind. I found a way to get infinite oath gold from refining Gromroll. Nice. What do you use it for? Is there like a oath gold dump in the game, or is it pretty much just you unlock all the guild stuff and then you're done? Oh, I guess you can pay some enchantments cost a little bit of oath gold, but they don't really cost that much, do they? Yeah, no, I'm saying once you get the oath gold, what do you do with it? Because like you give like 1,500 to the engineers to unlock all the guns. You give, you know, 1,000 or so to the runesmith to unlock all of the enchantments, or maybe more actually, maybe 2,000. And then maybe you spend, maybe it costs, does it cost oath gold to do the enchant? No, it doesn't cost oath gold to do the enchantments. Yeah, I mean, that's it, right? So you only, is that it? You just need like maybe like 2,000 oath gold, and then that's it. You never need any more. Oh, you need it? No, you need to upgrade your troops, don't you? Hey, Cultist of Corn just raided us on YouTube. Thanks for the raid, Cultist of Corn. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks, and yeah, welcome everyone coming over from Cultist of Corn stream. We're just playing some Bannerlord, which is the old Realms Warhammer mod for Bannerlord. Just a faster way to get the guilds upgraded and upgrade troops. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the wheat way is easier. You just go and buy like 1,000 wheat and then just give it to the Brewers Guild, and you get 500 oath gold from that. It's faster than the wheat turning, you reckon? Why? Is there just because the materials are available in the town all the time, so you never have to travel? Shouldn't we get enough to buy this workshop? Hopefully we're nearly there. Yeah, we're nearly there actually. I think maybe one more smith. Can't you just buy 1 billion grain and turn it in? Yeah. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty fast, but I don't know. Get a bunch of runesmith companions and make a factory? Yeah, but you can have a bunch of runesmith companions and have them making millions of gold from just making weapons. And then you can just go and buy a heap of wheat and just give that to the dude, and you don't have to use any smithing stamina or anything. So I feel like the wheat is superior. You're wasting smithing stamina that you could be using to make millions of gold. Yeah, yeah. I don't really get what do you think that what do you think is the advantage? Well, yeah, but yeah, so okay, so you've got heaps of runesmiths, so presume you've got enough smithing stamina to do it. But where do you get the materials from? Is it just like there's always enough materials in the towns to do it? Is that why it's better? So you never have to travel to another town to get like ingots or anything? All right, well, I don't know. Maybe all you need is hardwood. Oh, so you're saying you can turn wood into oath gold? Yeah, that was the bit of information I was missing. You make grumble from wood, yeah, okay. I still feel like it's easier because like there's only a certain amount of wood in the dwarf towns, so you know it's easier to just go and get like 2,000 grain than it is to go and get like 2,000 wood, or it's the same, and you don't have to use smithing to convert it. You can just give them the wheat. I don't know, I guess I'll have to try it out sometime and see what I think about it. But yeah, it doesn't sound to me that it's significantly better than wheat. But I mean, you've obviously tried both ways, and you think it's faster. So yeah, you're the guy with the boots on the ground in this situation. So I guess I have to assume you know what you're talking about. So here we go. Get a sumpter horse. Now we've got some carrying capacity. Do I need one more, maybe? 27k. I think that's enough. I should probably buy some food. She had a barrel of beer, but I guess she drank it all. Yeah, butter, wheat, cheese. There we go. She got all the foods now. Mule is better than Sumpter Horse? Nah, not in this game, it's not. What do you just mean for the prestige? The prestige mule. I feel like some like snack, like some biscuits or something. But all I have is like 6 apples and a carton of milk. And I don't feel like drinking a carton of milk or eating an apple. Yeah, so Ava discovered that mules are the lightest pack horses. So if you want to increase your capacity for carrying stuff on land when you're playing vanilla, then mules are just as good as anything else. But when you go on a boat, your mules only weigh 300, I think. Whereas if you use sumpter horses or other horses, pack horses or whatever, they'll be like 400, 450, you know. I think maybe even there might be even one that's like 490. So they're almost like double the weight of the mules. So yeah, so if you want to have like the maximum capacity when you're on land, but not have your ship hold be too full when you go in the water, then mules are the best. You don't have the mandatory snack sausage, right? No, I might do some I just finished, so yeah, when I moved in, I had no toilet, no shower, no washing machine, no dishwasher, no cupboards that I could use, no space to put my bed, and yeah, so that was like yesterday. But then I managed to stack all my boxes up to make enough space to put the desk down so that I can stream for you guys, and also made enough space for the bed. So now I've got a bed and a desk. Then the toilet, did some tiles around the bathroom and put the toilet in. So now I've got a desk, a bed, a toilet, and I've got a tap so I can get water. So I've got it all. I've got all the luxuries. And today I just painted the cupboards. So once that dries later today, I can put away some of my stuff in there, and I can also order my groceries. You have a closet or an enclosure, Mrs. Mercy? Mrs. Mercy lives at a different house these days. So I have a whole other house for Mrs. Mercy. Well, or she has a whole other house as well. And this is part of the reason why I have this new house with all of its modern conveniences. All right, we've got the money. Now we need to go and find a place for our first and most profitable blacksmith, because Mousillon doesn't want to have to work her fingers to nibs like some kind of filthy peasant. She needs some family money coming her way. All right, let's do Ubersreich. It's got its own iron, so if it runs out of the iron that we put there, then we can then it'll keep putting away even when if we don't go back there. We've gone our separate ways over. She's left the party. She's joined a new party. All right. Yeah, so we'll buy the smithy. But you know, it's all good.
Tell me
There's no reason to love anything than Warhammer anyway. Exactly.
Met you before and do not remember the occasion,
all this love and marital bliss was making me soft anyway. Alright, cool. But yeah, no, it's all, you know, pretty, what's the word? Friendly and stuff. We're still, you know, still good friends and everything, so yeah. But we do not live in the same house anymore. Alright, so now we're going to buy some iron ore. There's only 20 there. That's not very much. Put that in our warehouse. And we'll go in here and tell our smithy to use stuff from the warehouse. And then we should see a massive spike in our trade skill fairly rapidly. I can see some Cursed Skaven models in this. Yeah. I can't wait for Skaven. It's gonna be cool. I don't particularly, I'm not that excited about playing Skaven, although I'm sure I will. But I'm super excited about seeing them in game to fight, you know, to fight them and having, you know, terrifying hordes of Skaven to deal with. I wanted to go get some more ingots. Oh yeah, let's go to the iron joint. See if we can drag back a ton of iron. Well, that's not very much iron. It's barely any iron at all. Yeah, waiting for that trade tick. Hasn't happened yet. Still 0 trade. Can you still only play fast mode? No, I think it's fixed now. I think I've just got fast mode on. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like it now, I think. I think when I play vanilla, I'll probably still play slow mode. Because I hate the idea of my dude just, you know, me just blacksmithing for a week and my dude's suddenly 80 years old and, like, you know, his wife's died of old age and shit, you know. So yeah, I hate the idea of fast mode in vanilla, but in this there's no aging, so it's like just basically, yeah, it's all good. All right, where's some more ingots we can get? There's some iron in the mountains here, but I think it's probably pretty hard to get up there. Oh no, we can just ride straight up here. That's not bad. Oh, we just, the reason I was like, oh, I leveled up, I should put some points in trade. The reason why we leveled up is because I just got 79 points of trade in that, like, 5 seconds. Penalty when selling animals. All right, we're going to use that later on. Because we're going to use medicine to create free animals for us. So we'll put that up and we'll put another point in trade. $136 now. Now you're talking my language. Get back to Israq. Cool. So now our trade goes up, and now when our trade goes up, we'll be able to sell gear for a much higher price now. So we'll be able to make some decent money. So next job is to go and recruit some vampires. Be our entourage. Oh, and to get a bow, and put a few points in bows so we can learn how to shoot. Oh yeah, we should try and, yeah, and we have to think about what cool enchantments we want to get to. Another level. I don't know if I want to get roguery or not. Speed damage, speed bonus, damage bonus from speed while on foot. It's pretty cool. Stun duration for kicking. I always wanted to get this, but yeah, I never do get it. Very rarely. Plus 10% damage to civilian weapons is pretty good because there's a lot of civilian weapons that in my old realms that are, you know, that you can, that are basically full battle weapons, but you can use them in and yeah, that one as well, plus 10 armor when equipped civilian body armors, but like most of the armors in this are civilian as well, like the Bretonnian Knight armor and the Chaos Warrior armor and everything. It's all civilian armor as well, so basically you just get plus 10 armor. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so if we put 5 points in roguery, we could get that. Plus 10 armor would be nice. Sneaking into towns could be okay, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm not that excited about any of the roguery stuff. I might go for renown from every profiting workshop and keep all my companions in my party. Not worry about caravans this time around. I never do that normally, but yeah. In this scenario, it'll be quite good. I do need a bit of medicine, but we'll get that out later. Put some wood in there as well. All right, cool. Are there Knights Panther in ROR in Tor? I don't think so, no. There's Knights Panther Knight career, like you can choose Knights Panther. But yeah, I'm not sure what god the Knights Panther worship actually. Probably Sigmar, I guess. I kind of thought they were secular, but they're not, are they? Are they Sigmar? Oh yeah, they're like witch hunters, aren't they? They're like the anti-witch ones. But yeah, I think they are Sigmar, but there's no point in, yeah. Knights Panther are secular. Oh, okay. Yeah, secular is pretty shit, I think. Sigmarite is the best one, I think. So Knights Griffin is the best, which is kind of crap because I feel like Knights Griffin is kind of the lamest, you know? Like Knights of the Blazing Sun are cool. Like they've got a cool background and they're cool how they're all like, you know, about like basically being really pragmatic and doing the best tactics and stuff, and you know, and they look fucking badass with their like black and gold armor and everything, you know. Knights Panther are cool. They've got a whole background and everything. I feel like Knights Griffin are kind of lame. They're not very cool. Maybe that's just me. I don't need those things. They got bad drips, so they can't be in the army. Yeah. Now I don't know. It's like, yeah. So you can worship Shalia, and Shalia both Shalia and Sigmar. If you worship them, that gives you the ability to put Templar seals on your knights, which gives 20% ward save. And Sigmar's also got one that gives you 20% physical damage. Sorry. And so if you get high enough level in the knight career, you can give him 2 seals. So if you worship Sigmar, you could give him ward save and physical damage, which would be the 2 I reckon would be the best. But yeah, the best thing that the Knights of the Blazing Sun get is they can give like a tactics bonus for that unit. Like they do better in auto resolve. So it's like if you went for like spellcraft to get the 5 auto resolve bonus here, 5 simulation advantage, and then you went for full tactics build, like 10 cunning, 5 points in tactics or something, then you know that would be the best you normally be able to do. But if you do Knights of the Blazing Sun and then you put the tactical advantage on them, then they would be slightly better in auto resolve. But the thing is, like, it only works on Knights of the Blazing Sun, so you know, Ben, like, are they even the best auto resolve unit? You know what I mean? If you're going to just be auto resolving, you don't really care about anything other than how good they are as an auto resolve unit. And so, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a catch-22. It's like, what's the point of having a whole knight order that's best thing is auto resolving when presumably the knights are not the best thing at auto resolve? You know, I mean, maybe they are. Maybe the Knights of the Blazing Sun are the best thing in auto resolve that you can get for the Empire. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're not. I don't know, maybe they are actually, I guess. Yeah, maybe they are. Yeah, I don't know. But I was sort of a bit, I don't know, like, with my Knight of the Blazing Sun character, I put so much effort into, like, building him up to be a sick warrior with, like, 10 endurance, like, 290 athletics or something like that. I can't remember what he's up to exactly now. You know what I mean? Then do I want to just make him an auto-resolve character, so I just auto-resolve battles all the time? It's like, yeah, it's not very satisfying, you know? If that was like one of the options, that'd be okay, but I think, yeah, like that's like the best one. There's 2 other seals that they can do, but neither of them are very exciting. Another stat point in bow, I guess, again. We do need leadership and charm. What are we doing here? So, Jost the Vampire. Alright. Don't mind if I do. Each knighthood order gets their own seals? No. Each religion gets their own seal. So, if you worship Shalier, you get 3 ones, one of them which is wards, 20% ward save. Whereas Sigma, you get 3, which one's ward save, one's physical resist, and I can't remember what the other one is. Probably like extra prestige gain or something. You know, if you worship Secular, you get one that reduces the cost of their upkeep, one that reduces the cost of upgrading or something. And I know they're not very pizzazzy. Like, yeah, the ward save and the damage are the coolest ones in my opinion. But yeah, it's sort of, yeah, it's a work in progress, I'd say, the knightly stuff, because there's 5 different knightly orders you can do, but it actually makes no difference in game which one you choose. So like if you play as a Knight of the White Wolf, your character is exactly the same as if you are a Knights Panther. The only difference is that you start off already devoted to Ulrich, but you could, like, you know what I mean, like you could start off as a Knight of the Griffin, and then you start off devoted to Sigmar, and then you could just never pray to Sigmar again and just go and pray to Ulrich every day, and then you would get the bonuses to Knights of the White Wolf. So basically, it's just the only thing that makes the difference really is that you have a perk that gives you a bonus to knights that are the same religion as your religion, and you've got the seals which are based on your religion. So yeah, so you know what I mean? So there's not really any difference between, yeah. So you could make a Knights Panther that was devoted to Shalier, and then you would be able to put the Shalier seal of ward save on your knights or whatever, but there would be no knights that would get the bonus for being the same religion as you. You know what I mean? So you're kind of missing out on one of the things. All right, 20,000. Let's go and save some. Let's go and make some money. Is there any wood in this joint? Yep. By the time I make the money, he's probably going to be gone, but that's all right. How much trade are we up to now? 109. Oh shit, we're already up to 190 trade just since I walked over here. Fuck. Yeah, that was fast. Yeah, that workshop's killing it. I haven't done any trade, by the way, in case anyone's not paying attention. That was just from building one workshop and putting 4 points in trade. The Knights Griffin roleplay and just sit in Altdorf for the entire game. Maybe. I have to read some lore of Knights Griffin and see if I can get excited about them. Because, yeah, I kind of want to start a new knight and try it out. But I don't know, I just feel like it's not going to be as cool as the Knights of the Blazing Sun. What's going on with the bow situation around here? Large bag of stacked step arrows. That's what I'm talking about. 2 of those. We're gonna. No, we don't have enough ingots, things to buy. We'll get one of them. Gonna put the jug on. Back a sec. Who do we want to get rep up with? We don't really need rep with anyone, do we? Oh, I suppose the vampire places where we want to recruit. The Mousillon places, I guess, where we want to recruit Mousillon Knights from. And the Bretonnian places where we want to recruit Bretonnian Knights from. That would be, yeah. Yeah, making like decent money now. Just the vampire will join us. Be my bodyguard. Alright, Jost has Chillwind. There it is. That's the one we're looking for. So I want to try it out. So basically Chillwind shouldn't have unlimited range anymore. But I think if we do drive-bys, like riding around and like shooting dudes with our horse archery, and then get close and just chill in the shit out of them and then ride off, wait for the cooldown and come back. That's basically what I'm trying to do, like horse archer plus Chillwind. And see how that works. Hopefully it'll be pretty cool. I need a bit of medicine so I can just get these. abilities, I think. Joss can learn to keep his own say. Alright, ready to go. I reckon we'll do another couple of hours and then I might have to get up and go and do some more renovations. After a restful night of streaming all night. White King's lame. We don't want him. Did they nerf the blacksmithing even more? They might have nerfed the blacksmithing even more, I'm not sure. Seems like it's low, the value is even lower than it was before. All right, let's get rid of these pole arms, and then yeah, we want him to be able to regenerate his magic fast, so we'll take off all this armor, so he's got lightweight armor, so he can regenerate his winds of magic fast, and we'll give him leather van braces, 0.5 for 12 armor. That's pretty good. 0.9, 2.4. That's pretty good. We'll get him some less lame looking clothes later on. Hey, what is does the Necroc robe still make you naked? Guess so. All right, now she's in the gear that she's, the fanciness that she's accustomed to. I won't get that. How do we enchant things in this game? You have to talk to a guy in town. He'll tell you how to do it, and then you have to buy recipes off him. And you also need a wizard that's got to have a certain amount of spellcraft. So basically, in this game, hopefully, if everything works out, we're going to be power leveling spellcraft on our companions, and then we should be able to hopefully get them to enchant us with some cool stuff. She needs like a puffy noble hat. Yeah, that would be good actually. it gonna give her? She needs like yeah, we'll do some more shopping later. Oh, she needs a bow. That's what she needs. Alright, so legendary step bow. Be the thing. Step recurve bow, that can be our next upgrade. And large bag of step arrow, large bag of arrows. Yeah, we basically want all of those arrows. Nice one, Melody. Have a good sleep, buddy. Good to see you again. Hope you have a good night. But yeah, I mean, this is the enchanter. You put your item in here, and then you choose the recipe that you want, and then it'll tell you which of these ingredients you need and how much. And then you just press enchant, and boom, you get the enchantment. But yeah, you got to talk to the Magister and tell him that you want to, you know, enchant stuff. Do you know more of magical and cursed items? Tome holds everything you need, so it gives you a book you can read. Part with me your knowledge of enchantments and curses. Show me the magic formulas you possess. Here we go. So we get Night Shroud. Oh, what's Night Shroud? Ethereal Whispers. 5% extra physical resistance upon receiving range damage. Gain 50% range damage immunity for a short time. Oh, what the fuck? That's cool. So you get 5% physical resistance flat. So if you have 5 pieces of armor with that on it, then you would have 25% physical resist. Plus, upon receiving range damage, you gain 50% range damage immunity. So if you have 50% ward save plus that, you've got 100% missile resistance. That's cool. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got to get your secret enchantments from the chaos portals and stuff. You get your last one for the Runesmith's quest, yeah. But also, I think for everyone else, I think the ones that you get from the Herdstones and stuff are meant to be the most powerful ones. Yeah. Have you gotten one from there yet, Moritz? Yeah. Sorry. So we've got to get our companions spellcraft up to be able to unlock some of these. Yeah, that one looks good. I want that. 5% extra swing speed. Each blow has a 10% chance to deal an extra 20 magical damage. Minus 10 physical resistance, but plus 10 winds of magic. 15 extra magic damage. 15 flat extra magic damage. So if you have something that shoots fast, then that's pretty cool. 15 extra frost damage, 10% chance to slow the movement of nearby enemies with each strike. Slow the enemy of nearby enemies. So you're not even just the guy you hit, but just everyone around you. 25 extra magic damage, 10% chance to send out damaging wave of magic with each strike. Each wave drains 2 hit points of the wearer. That's cool. Sick. Crimson Flood, 25 magic damage, 10% chance. Oh, yeah. There you go. I reckon if we get a Necromancer, we might get different enchantments that we can get. Because with the Empire, like if you have a Bright Wizard, you'll have fire-based enchantments, and you know. And I wonder if we can recruit a Priestess of Shalia. We might be able to. If we get a Priestess of Shalia, we might be able to. Yeah, the vampires enchant. A lot of the factions have pretty cool ones. I haven't really examined the fire ones yet, but I think there might be some good like fire ones you could do with Bright Wizards and fire damage and stacking fire damage weakness and stuff. But yeah, but anyway, yeah, well, it's they said it's meant to be more of an end game thing, but I reckon the end game might come to this character pretty fast. She's used to the best things in life and she likes them now. Now. $250. Yeah, actually, might go Charm first because we want to get our companions leveling speed up. There's a perk that gives them 25% extra experience gain. I think it's 20%. So if we get that early, then our companions will power up. That'd be pretty cool. Where's the closest? Leitcherberg, Waldenhof, Sigridhof. Oh yeah, there's a few towns. Alright, let's do a bit of a tour. See if we can find some more companions. Oh, does he have no... what? What's his skills like? Just the vampire. Oh wow, their skills are totally different. These guys used to be total badasses. Now they're really shit. They're only level 14 instead. That's kind of cool though. Now they're like low level, so you can level them up and make them how you want them to be. Okay, that's kind of cool. So we need to buy him a shitty bow as well. We can all be crappy horse archers together. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Oh, yeah, so check out our thing. Ubersreich. Oh yeah, see it says it's making zero money. This is what I mean. See, it's not halted, it's just making zero money for no reason. What's that about? And yeah, you can't, like, if you mouse over here, it doesn't do anything. So I don't know what's going on, but I guess that halts our trade skill. So maybe it was halted, but now it's unhalted, you reckon? doesn't seem to be ramping back up. Oh yeah, no, the other thing about it is that it uses materials. So you know what I mean, it's like not making any money, but it's still using materials. Let's check it out. Got 103. Let's quickly Mus Smithing. Workshops give 20% of the capital over 10,000 as income. See? It's used 5 materials. So I don't know, maybe, yeah. So the daily wage is 100. Yeah, it's weird though. Yeah, so basically it's got to go over 10,000 before it's going to start making money. But how did it lose money? What's wrong? What's going on? So its total expenses are 30 because it's paying 30 for labor. Oh no, that's my total. That's mine, yeah. But yeah, but like the fact that it's not making money because it's not gone over 10,000 doesn't really tell us anything. It just, all that tells us is that it's not making money, which is the same thing we already knew. It's still like the thing. I mean, like thanks for telling us that, gamer. I didn't realize that it only makes the money when it goes over 10,000. But what I'm trying to get at is why isn't it going over 10,000? You know what I mean? Why isn't it making money? Like, that's just a different way of saying it's not making money. But we already know it's not making money. It's like, why is it not making money? It lost money from buying resources or not being able to produce. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I've filled up I filled it up with ingots, with iron, so it doesn't have to buy any resources. That's what I'm saying. How could it lose, you know what I mean? How can it lose money, basically? Because all it's paying is just the wages. There's no materials cost because I've got it full of ingots. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still a bit confused. Not really sure what's going on with that. $9794. That was the same as what it was before, right? Maybe a day hasn't gone past yet. $9794. No, it still hasn't used any materials yet. It still hasn't. A day hasn't gone past yet, I think. I'll just do another round of this. If you make the output stockpiled instead of sold, maybe you can manually sell it for trade XP. Never tried it myself. Oh! Wow. Maybe. That's interesting. So how does that work? So I just do this. Or, you know, or 100% or whatever. Stack stepper is 2 PS 36, 236, 436. Alright, I guess that's pretty good too. A legendary stepper. Let's go. What else can we buy that's cool? Barding. Enter and charger. Oh, we could buy some weapons. They're pretty expensive though. Oh yeah, maybe we'll buy some. So there. Alright, I'll do one more session and then we'll go and find another companion. Oh yeah, so 93. Okay, so let's use some more materials. It's gone up a little bit. Okay, so maybe it's getting there. Alright, let's go and try and find another companion, or a couple more companions. Rolling, 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 rolling. I like our little red rose on a black field. Fuck off, Black King. Shit. Siegfried off on the siege. Alright, let's go Walden off. Maybe we should buy a Necromancer because that way we might get different enchantments. I'll hire this Necromancer just for experimentation purposes. I think they have a different lore of magic. So I think we might get new enchantments. It's kind of a bummer how it doesn't tell you, like, what all the enchantment... It doesn't, like, it'd be cool if it listed every enchantment, but it said, oh, for this enchantment you need this guy or whatever. Whereas it just doesn't show you, it just doesn't show you what you don't have access to. Here we go. 5% bonus to magic damage. Summon 3 crypt warriors for every enemy felled in melee. How cool is that? Just go around killing people and summoning skeletons every time we kill someone. 10% bonus to magic damage. Summon 3 graveguard for every enemy felled in melee. So these are the Necromancer ones, obviously. Touch of Jet. No, that's not it. Unhallowed Pack. -5 spell resistance, 33% extra radius. Drinker of Blood. 15 extra magic damage, recover 1 hit points for every instance of damage dealt in melee. Triggers below 50% HP. Oh, what's going on? triggers below 50% HP. So it's only if you're below 58% HP that you get the hit points back. That's pretty cool though. Vampire swords. Caress of the Void, Unholy Blessings, Chilling Hand, Bulwark of the Blood Keep. This is a shield one, 20% extra HP, 8% extra physical resistance. Cool. Anyway, there's some pretty cool enchantments. So I don't think I want the vampire-y one because we can heal ourselves. So I don't think we really need the vampire one. But I don't know, maybe we should get an necromancer just, you know, in case. I just don't think the necromancer has any good spells though. I don't know, let's have a look at his spells. We basically want a wind, we only want wind spells. So yeah, Jost has got chill wind. Oh, sorry, blast. We don't want blast spells. So yeah, I don't think this guy's got any blast spells. Missile, Seeker Missile, Augment, Summoning, Hex, Mass Summoning, Master Wind. Yeah, I got Wind of Death, but yeah. Yeah, I kind of want him to cast Dance Macabre on us and make us run faster, but yeah, I think we'll get rid of the Necromancer, but we'll maybe later on we'll get one. But we won't keep him around at the moment. Another Necromancer, alright. Yeah, still need 2 more companions. Two more vampires. I think there's some beastmen up around here somewhere. Hey, another vampire. Beautiful. Hopefully they don't disappear on us. Level? Yeah, I think we want Charm as our next thing to level. Oh yeah, how's our thing going? 9959. Wait, another, oh fuck, he disappeared. Motherfucker. I don't think it works when you go to the tavern to ask the barkeep where the closest companions are. I don't think it works in this mod. Oh no, it does work. Hold the phone. No, it doesn't tell you anyone else. Lame. Tell me step bow, I'm stuck. I didn't even yeah. Oh, here we go. We just started making trade skill again, so it made money. Plus 50. Okay. So it's making money again. So, but like, why did it stop making money? Like, it was making shitload of money and then it like lost heaps of money. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's good now that I have a bit more understanding of what's going on, but I still don't know why it's happening, you know what I mean? It's no information. There's no information. Oh, the vampires don't have... Oh no, they do. They do. Vampire body, they still have the plus 100 hit points. Yeah, nice. So even though they're low level, they're still like tough because they've got the extra hit points. Yeah, I can't believe that vampire's gone. Disappeared. I'll just make sure I've always got money with me from now on so we can never miss out again. $21,000, that's a lot of money to miss out on. Alright, let's go and try and find... Lichtenberg's gone. Siegfried's gone. Director Walden off. Yeah, I think this is going to be a bit of a challenge to find the companions that we need. Maybe the smithy is affected by the nerf to sell prices in Tor, so it struggles to make money. My trade skill went up from 0 to 89 points in the first day. Like, that's the highest I've ever seen it. I've seen it going from 0 to like 59, but like 0 to 89 is like literally the highest I've ever seen it go in one day. So, and I'm pretty sure the trade skill is based on your profit. So, yeah, I think it's making plenty of profit. So yeah, so I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, yeah, I don't think it is affected by the nerf because it still seems to make shitloads of profit. But yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is affected by it somehow, some, you know, other way. Yeah, my trade skill's gone up hugely. Fuck off. Ooh, I can't believe there was a vampire there and we missed out. Rotted. There's only like 2 vampire towns at the start, so I don't have too much option. To shop around. Alright, well. Just, oh, he has got a blast spell. He's got Fettered Cloud. That's, a shit spell, but it might just work. Has he got a horse? Yeah, okay. See if I can get any other sort of companion. Light Wizard, he won't talk to me, I don't think. No, but we might be able to buy priests. Somebody was saying you can get priests, but not mages. Be interesting if we could get a warrior priest of Sigmar or something. Or a priestess of Shelia. No, can't get warrior priest of Ulrich. Here we go. Let's shoot some goblins. Oh, I needed. Yeah, I should have put my arrows. Okay, so they're not shooting unlimited range through the hills and stuff like they used to before. Yeah, I can ask the barkeep. Where the companions are, but he's not very effective at. Oh, there you go. They just chill winded. Didn't seem to do colossal amounts of damage though. No, there we go. That's working out. Too bad. Murdering goblins. Yeah, I did try it before, but they yeah, they couldn't. They told me where one companion was, but there was like other ones that it didn't tell me about, which is weird. All right, that was mildly satisfying. Giving some goblins the business. So yeah, so you can still chill in, but it seems like maybe it does less damage now, and you have to be up close. Here we go. Man, so fuck off. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired, but at least we've kind of done the setup, so yeah, tomorrow hopefully we can just smash. But yeah, I think we're going to struggle against the Beastmen because we won't have enough missile resistance. Excuse me. Steward. Yeah, we want to get Steward up to here to get the workshop production. Charm, yep. Right, as soon as we can get one more vampire companion, we're going to go and sign on his hired sword for a while. See if we can pump up some charm points. How's the hunt for humanoids going? We've hunted, so far we've hunted some goblins. They were the only humanoids we've found so far. We definitely need some more impressive trophies than that. +1 control. Yeah, we'll go +1 control.
I await your...
That voice scared me. Alright, this guy can get a legendary step bow. And large bow step bows. And we'll give him Necromancer hood. Suede boots. That pretty lightweight. Alright, I'll get this White King, and hopefully when we hire him there'll be a replacement vampire that we can get. Excuse me. Alright, let's see if there's any new spawns. Another fucking White King. God damn it. Yeah, I just don't want to like... Don't want to... I mean, if we had our other companion, then they could be leveling up as well when we hang out with the Lord, and they'd get more money. We get more money for being a hired sword, having higher level characters in our squad. Yeah, so I can go to the tavern, but there's only one other tavern. So you can just tell me what's in the other tavern, that's it. We could Skordak the Bully. Last hero on his way through Fang Island. Oh, okay, wait up. Skordak the Bully would be an orc, wouldn't he? Okay, no, it has changed. So it does tell you where things are, but it's, you know, we can only use characters that are the same race. Excuse me. Ah, damn it. I wanted to go and do some more archery and leveling up and stuff, but I just wanted to get my third vampire companion first so we could all be getting XP at the same time. Yeah, I'm starting to pass out. Starting to just like nod off in my chair. So yeah, I better go and have a rest. I gotta go and do some more renovation stuff tomorrow. Get this house organized. Order some groceries and stuff. Get some food in the cupboards. But I will, yeah, I'll probably jump on again tomorrow evening and, yeah, see you guys all then. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to test the magic out, but yeah, I mean, yeah, we had like one wizard there. It seemed like it took like 3 or 4 chill-wins to kill those goblins, which I think is a lot more than it used to take to kill stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they did nerf the damage of it as well. See how we go. Yeah, thanks guys. No worries. You guys have a good rest as well, and I'll see you all anon.